Hello everyone. Today I'm going to tackle a special problem. Um, how to fix an ugly print. I'm sure as artists everywhere, you come up with some stuff that's not so great, and maybe there's a way to fix it. So this is an example. Well, at least I think it's ugly. I got too excited and mixed too many colors, and I ended up with this muddy mess. So I'm gonna try to figure out a way to salvage this and make it look good. And I made a few sketches of a composition of cut paper. So what I plan to do is lay out some pieces of tissue and cut them into some interesting shapes. And maybe I can, with the use of stencils and different colors, save this and make it something that I think will be a good uh, piece of artwork. So I will cut these shapes. I have several pieces here of tissue, and I will cut them into the shapes that I like and lay them out. Okay, with my pair of scissors, I cut the tissue paper into certain shapes, and this is the layout that I have come up with. So I am going to, now that I have the layout, I'm just going to directly uh, mount these with my glue, my favorite Mod Podge glue, and that will be the first step in salvaging this ugly print. Now, as I found out before in my previous experience, that when you mount tissue paper, it's way too fragile when it's wet with the glue. So it doesn't really make any sense to take it off and glue the backs. What I do is just directly mount it from the top and the moisture and the glue will absorb through the paper, and it will adhere to the paper underneath. Let me show you. I'm being very careful to not to do too many strokes because I don't want the paper to rip. Okay. So once the tissue paper gets wet, it will stick. I just go very easy. Okay, not using too many strokes of the brush. I'm trying to go in an up and down movement. Okay. So once I get one edge or one side of the paper glued, then it would stay put. Oops. There you go. There's a little guy. There we go. All right, so now for a larger piece like this, I do one side first while holding it in place. Okay. And then once I have one side done, I move my way to the other side. There. There we go. And I have to remind myself not to play with it too much. Okay, so now I have the tissue paper mounted. It kind of breaks up the monotony of the muddy background. And as usual, I will let this dry thoroughly, and then I proceed to the next step. I'm going to cut some more stencils and lay them over this to ultimately salvage this ugly print. I will be right back.